First, I thought it was a great game. Niagara played awesome. I thought Tiffany Corselli was fantastic. That's a fun, really well-played college basketball game to start off the MAAC tournament, in my opinion. I'm proud of how we played. Did a lot of things well. At the end of the game, we're up 3. That last we have fouls to give, and we talked about we're going to be aggressive. If we foul them, fine. But we're going to be aggressive when that ball is being dribbled. Then it got into a situation where they're doing some little dribble weaves and stuff. We did not talk about fouling at the end of the game on the three-point shot for a couple of reasons. One, you always get worried about fouling in the act of it, right? Which we did a little earlier in the game. I don't know if you can remember, in the corner, which is never fun. And then the other reason with them, it was a concern for me. If we do, and we put them at the line, with Rampado and Strumpel's size and strength, the game was being a very physical basketball game. On a box out on a free throw, they're going to push us under that rim because of their size, and then that's going to be a good chance for them to get an offensive rebound. So she made an unbelievable double bank off the rim shot that went in, but I'm proud of the resiliency that this group showed. Okay, it's easy to pack it in when that happens, and they didn't. They kept battling. Maria stepped up big. They were chasing Sada everywhere. They didn't want her to touch it. They're doubling her, and I thought she was fantastic about being patient and utilizing the way she was being guarded for Lauren and Maria to get space and score, and that's what happened. They had so much space to score because of the way Sada was being guarded.
Thank you. Gentlemen?
Yeah, you had 44 points in the paint. Could you just talk about jumping on the back of what you just said, that the way you spaced them out and find high percentage shots in the paint?
And that's sort of our thing, Mark. We do not have Shaquille O'Neal back to the basket, feed it in, score it. That's not how we play. But we do get a ton of paint points. So you watch our box scores, and we get points in the paint against bigger teams all the time because of the way we can space the floor. When everyone on our team can play on the perimeter, now you can space it and get, Lauren's fantastic around the rim. Her left hand, her right hand. And if you have a big post player in there clogging it up, she can't utilize that. So I thought that was really big for us to get that zone, matchup zone spaced out.
Lauren, could you talk about 2 plays in overtime? First, you had the block Maria. Maria, you had the block on Victoria on the defensive end, and then you came down and got the open shot in the corner. Just how those 2 plays developed, what do you remember?
Well, I don't really remember anything before that. My defense was kind of shaky in overtime, and I just felt at that point I really wanted to dig and be in the help. And when Rampado got it down there, she's been making a lot of the little bunnies. So I don't know. I just tried to block the shot so she wouldn't get it. And then down on the other end, I had the open 3, so I just shot it.
Were you guarding Victoria, or were you helping on that?
I was helping.
You were helping. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you saw them dump it down inside.
Yeah, I think she may have spun or something.
Yeah. And then on the other one, the ensuing possession, I think it was Miskovic, kind of drove and kick. Are you looking for her to do that? Are you like camping out in the corner, or what do you recall? What do you think?
Well, the play that we run, it's to get a drive. So a drive or a drive and kick. And the first time she got the layup, and the second time they overhelped. So she kicked it, and I felt like it was open, even though she was running at me, and I made it. So.
And then just obviously a big game. I think 20, whatever you had, 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of talk about your day overall and what went right.
Well, before the game, I kind of just kept telling myself to just be relaxed. Like sometimes in other games, in big games like this, I tend to rush myself and my shots and everything. And in practice, I've been working on driving more instead of just chucking the 3s up. And so I did that, and a lot of times I got the shot, and other times had the kickouts or the dump downs. So
she had a similar block to that one on Rampado at Niagara. Where Rampado, that's one of the great things about her length. She can come down from behind and get those shots.
And then Lauren, you had a big at the end of near the end of regulation. You're down, and you made a cut from the wing, and Sarah made a great pass. What do you remember of that? I mean, that's kind of like a key. You're in trouble there. They had just taken the lead.
Should have made the free throw, though. But yeah, that's something Sada was really good at. Is she knew she was being pressured, pressured pretty hard, and just being able to find people under that pressure. I don't know. I was making those back cuts all game. It was there for me. So.
She's been making them her whole career. She's really good at seeing that stuff. You know, the defender turns ahead, and Lauren has impeccable timing to make the cuts and at the right time. And she and Sada have connected on those a bunch this year. And it was, like you said, a timely basket, right? Just stayed in the moment, made the cut, and a great pass.
And then the job on Rampado defensively, obviously, you know, she's the leading scorer in the league. Just kind of what do you think you did to keep her from dominating?
Yeah, I mean, she's really good. We just try to not let her get touches close to the basket, right? She made a 3, and we're okay with that, right? We're going to contest that, but we don't want her to get touches at 16 feet and in, either with her back to the basket or facing, because then she's going off the bounce with her size and strength, or she's getting easy finishes. So, you know, we're surrounding that. Now, they answered today a little bit in a way that they haven't in the past, because they're getting 27 threes because of the way we're guarding those 2 big kids, and they knocked them down. They made 12 threes. They shot, 44%, which is a great answer. Great. Like I told Corselli, she's a griff killer. She did it to us last year, but that was a great answer by them. I kept saying to our guys, we got to stay strong with what we're doing, because if we start running out and spacing that floor, now Rampado and Strumpel are going to really get busy, and we didn't want that to happen.
Lauren, what's it like to be on the other side of this game? You know, last year it was not a close one. Corselli, you guys lost a close one in the final. Is this one a little bit more special? Just a little bit of revenge?
It's the greatest feeling. Instead of tears of sadness, had a little bit of tears of joy. So it was a good flip of the switch. Yeah, I can't really say anything else about it except it's the greatest feeling, and we're ready to go through the rest of the tournament.
Terry, what does it do? I asked Jay to this, but what does it do for just the rivalry? You know, you're playing each other 3 times a year in the last 2 years, and you're playing tight games in the postseason.
Yeah.
Does that add anything to it?
I don't know if it adds to it. I think would probably both love to be number 1 and 2 and play each other. That'd be fun for the championship. I think that's probably where we'd love to go. It was a really good game. I'm proud of Western New York basketball to see that game. I mean, Niagara played well. We played well. It was a fun game to watch. So, we want to win. They want to win. It's definitely a rivalry. Bitter. I don't know, but it's a great rivalry, and I think that unfortunately it was 9:30 in the morning, so I don't know how many Western New York people got to see it. I told my daughter she had gym class with Jackie Richards, who played for us at 9:30. I said, well, we better be having that game on, right, at Middle School.
Coach, you mentioned you want to be 1 or 2, and that's, I guess, obvious, but being the 3rd year in a row with the 9:30 game, does that experience help going in for you and your student athletes?
I think a little bit. I mean, you might be comfortable knowing that it's coming. At the end of the day, you just got to be ready to play. We talked about it's a conference tournament. It's in March. If it's 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, you better be ready to play. You work your whole life for this. You better be ready to play. And I thought that we were in a great place emotionally, ready to play basketball.
And then lastly, for all 3 of you briefly, you have the number 1 team coming up. Could you look forward to playing Quinnipiac?
Yeah, I mean, you survive in advance. Next person on the chart is Quinnipiac. They're a great basketball team with a lot of depth. They do fun things. There's not a tremendous amount of preparation going to go on by them or us, because we just played them the last regular season game. So they haven't played any games since we played them, and we've played this one. So there's going to be some familiarity there. But hey, let's go out and see what we can do.
Yeah. Maria, do you think you can make 5 of 7 threes against the Bobcats?
Oh, yeah.
Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you very much. Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Thanks.